We're on the streets of Kuala Lumpur speaking to Malaysians, asking them what they think of the just concluded general election. What do you think of the elections this time around?
I think it's not so fair. It's not a clean election, yeah.
Najib, right?
Yeah.
Saying that this is a Chinese tsunami. Do you think his statement is quite racially motivated?
No, because I got many friends and I got many Malay friends or Indian friends that actually support the opposition.
Right after I voted and went home and went to the blogs and Facebooks, I saw that lots of discouraging reports, allegedly phantom voters and everything. So it was a little bit discouraging and sad to say that the result was not as we hoped.
And Prime Minister Najib came out saying that it's a Chinese tsunami. Do you think it's responsible for a leader like that to make such a statement?
No, absolutely not. Because I believe that he has already have his own analysts with him, and he should go and analyze further based on the actual results instead of getting, I don't know, maybe emotional about it. So it was pretty upsetting. I don't want his statements to be used for irresponsible people to provoke something that is not really in our hearts.
And also Prime Minister Najib, in his speech, he said that this was a Chinese tsunami. Do you think it's fair for Prime Minister to make it a racial issue, blaming the Chinese for it?
Definitely not, because I thought this is 1Malaysia. Sorry to be honest.
What do you think about the elections this time around?
Elections this time?
Yeah.
You know, before the blackout, it was something else. After the blackout, after the lights all came in, it was something else. It's like good, and I don't think so. It's fair.
As a Malaysian, do you think it was a fair election?
Personal opinion, I don't think so. It's a fair election. So, yeah, we heard a lot of rumors about it as well.
Some of the actually very critical areas they could improve in the sense of those kind of maybe counting on the places that they put. Certain places that really they want to win, they actually, some of the people might say that they're using cheat and everything. I think they have to actually use. There should be a Suruhanjaya, whereas another organisation to actually use this as to inquire this why actually these kind of things happen. In Delbert, yeah, there's nothing here.
So as a voter, what was your view on the election? Do you think it was a fair process?
I don't think it's a very fair elections because of those like all the news we can see from the media like Facebook with like all the possible tricks governed by from the current government.
And also Prime Minister Najib in his speech after the elections were announced, he said that this was a Chinese tsunami, saying because most of the Chinese basically voted for the opposition. Do you think it's fair for a Prime Minister to come out with such a racial statement?
I don't think it's very fair for a Prime Minister to say that. Because as a voter we have our rights to choose who to choose. I don't think it's fair for a Prime Minister to blame like it's a Chinese tsunami.
It's not the first time I vote though, and I think the result was good in general. Okay, I love the story of Nurul Izzah won in Lebah Bantai, and I don't mind telling people that I voted for her. Even shake her hand and spoke to her and everything. It is quite predictable that the majority won by the BN, but I think we all know why.
And also Prime Minister Najib was in his speech, he said that this was a Chinese tsunami. Do you think it's fair for him to make such a
Big mistake. He shouldn't mention those words. He shouldn't mention that because he is the one who promoted 1Malaysia. But at the same time, he mentioned the word Chinese tsunami.
But you know that the election is Anwar is not quite happy about it. There's some dispute about it, and then in Pento it seems suddenly there was a blackout. I don't know true or not. That's why. That's all.
So far you heard, do you think the election process is fair?
Well, I see quite fair to be good. Certain area maybe there's some. I also heard only they said sometimes they bring ballot boxes. When the time comes, they lose. They'll put 90% barisan, 10% opposition vote, put inside. Then they think they find that like this. That is rumor that's going around. That's why.
So what are your hopes for Malaysia? Where do you see Malaysia in a few years?
Well, it should be improving. Malaysia is a very rich country. If you think back 60 years ago, you see Malaysia and Singapore is the same. How is that? Singapore becomes the richest country in the world now. Per capita income, they are richest, you know. But Malaysia is so far behind. What is the reason? Singapore got nothing. So they have to emulate professional staff to run the computer. You see, the government servants are paid very well in Singapore. Even the police constables are paid $2,000 or $3,000. So for them to take corruption, they are afraid. They jaga their job. Ministers are paid very high. They jaga that. They are the highest paid minister. Here you see every time corruption, minister, police, everybody. So the country corruption thing is a problem. When the time comes, you see when next one comes, you see all the ministers get, you see the transport minister, all corrupted, all the big fellow are corrupted. Toyola, before that, all the Mantri Besar. How the country going to progress, Eddie?
And I want to say that we really hope for a better nation, and that's why we all come out to vote and spend so many time and money to go back hometown. And you know, actually, after that shocking period until today, right? Me and my friends who have been discussing like all the time, yesterday whole day and then last night, and then we realized that no matter who win or who lost, actually Malaysian, they are the greatest winners. Malaysian, because we see unity in diversity, and we see people like, you know, stand up together, and we like, you know, we voice out together.
We want transparency, we want full disclosure, we want a just government. My say is that since you have been elected Barisan Nasional, we want you to hear us, to just hear what we have to say and prove to us that you are well deserving.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yep, no problem. Okay.
So don't forget.
This.